Mikey, looking very smart.
Special occasion.
Have you been somewhere nice?
Been to the Grosvenor House Hotel.
And that was for
the weigh-in for our fights today. So we've got Asinia Byfield in a 10-rounder. He's fighting a guy who went 8 rounds with Liam Williams' opponent, so we'll see how Asinia does with him. Asinia looked in really good shape.
The other guy looks like he's come for a fight as well, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he means business.
Yeah.
I could tell from his demeanour. Look, Asinia, I can tell you, he's coming on in leaps and bounds, so we'll see where he's at on Saturday. But yeah, I think Asinia's going to be British champion at least.
Yeah. He looked great at the show media workout yesterday.
He looked very sharp, yeah.
Robin Dupre against Luke the Duke Watkins.
Robin Dupre Commonwealth Title Fight. They both came in, they made the weight.
Luke seemed very, not brash, but just confident.
He seemed a little bit more cocky than Robin. Robin's the most uncocky person I think I've ever met
Robin's
in my life.
the most down-to-earth guy in the world. He's lovely.
He's very shy and, not exactly shy, but very quiet, and he's very polite to, overly polite, I would say. He sort of... The first thing he did was went over and shake his hand. I said, Robin, that's not your mate. You're knocking him out tomorrow.
Will he knock him out? Do you think he should beat him on points?
We'll see. Look, do you know what? There's a lot of unanswered questions about both of them. I think there's more... I mean, Robin can outbox he can outbox Luke Watkins. I'm sure of that. Luke Watkins punches very, very hard, and if he gets to Robin early, I think it's 12 rounds. First time both of them's done 12 rounds. I think it could
spell trouble.
Yeah, it would be a hard night for Robin. If Robin can find his groove and outbox, I'm sure that he can outbox him. I think people are overlooking Robin's boxing ability because he hasn't stopped people. People think, but I mean, Robin can punch a little bit. He's not a pound puff puncher. He can. It's just that quite often he doesn't seem to have the spite in his shots. He's quite beautiful, aesthetically pleasing to watch boxer, but he doesn't really go in and have a tear up, which Luke Watkins does.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, I think we'll see. I think we'll see Robin nicking a lot of rounds. I just, obviously, and I don't want to sound like I don't have faith in him, because actually I do. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. He's not a bad boxer at all, Robin. He's a good boxer, a very good boxer, and I think you're going to see the difference in him. And I've got no concrete evidence to prove this, but I think you're going to see a difference in him because this is a Commonwealth title. It's on Channel 5. Yeah. He knows that if he wins it financially, it will completely change his life. It will change his life. It will put him in a position where he can earn some really good money defending the title. And I think you're going to see Robin maybe with a little bit more spite in his shots. I can't question or fault his application. He made weight. He's trained hard. He's sparred well. Now he just has to go and perform on the day. I know Luke Watkins quite well. It seems like I don't know him well. I've known him for a period of time. He seems like a nice guy. When I made some fights for him earlier on in his career, and he was always a pleasure to deal with. He seems like a decent fella and a good guy. So I wish them both the best, but I also wish that Robin beats him.
Okay, well, moving on. Gelasius Taaru, he's threatening for a 4th straight win, knockout.
Huge puncher, Gelasius. Big puncher. I think if he wins this, I'll put him on. I've got a dinner show next month. We'll put him on the dinner show. We'll then try and get him one out in January, maybe on a dinner show again. Then put him on a ticket selling show in maybe February next year. So they've had by then another 3, so it'll be on 7 in maybe in 6. No, then it'll be by 7. We'll have one more ticket. Then it'll be on 7 and 0, and then we'll put him for the southern area, where I think he's going to be above that level. I think Gelasius Taaru is definitely, as a puncher, he's above that level, way above that level.
And how much have you enjoyed working with Cyclone and just?
Yeah, no, I have enjoyed it. I worked with them previously as their matchmaker, and I will say it was very stressful because there was a lot of just sort of things that they were cutting their teeth, and I found it like it was like juggling so many things and making sure everyone's in order and then not all move. Whereas I found actually now everything is in, it's much smoother. I thought it was a lot more pleasant that way. It was less exhausting. It's still been exhausting because you're always trying to herd cats. That's what this thing. That's how I would explain it with boxers. Because they all have their own little direction they want to move, and we're trying to for the show.
Talking of that, one of the fighters took it upon himself to turn up at the wrong hotel for the weigh-in. Okay. He's fighting tomorrow.
Some were late, some were like that. Some of them supposed to have money, turned up with it's. And I'm used to it. It's not like anything I was surprised by, but I can't wait for the day where we book that hotel, the fighters staying there the night before. We know, it'll be a bit more orderly. But when you're doing it on, I suppose, on a sort of budget, and you're trying to get everything in order, it's not easy. It is stressful. It's just, even look, we had. The boxing board kindly rang this morning and told me one of the boxers hadn't been accepted as a foreign boxer, but it was like 8 days ago they already accepted. And it's just an admin error from their side, which they rectified. But it's just lots of little things like that. And we had the boxers turning up at the wrong thing. You get a train that's delayed, and you're then thinking, hang on, we were going to be early.
Saturday night, live on Channel 5. You're going to have Asinia Byfield, Hollywood Josh, Robin Dupre, Gelasius Taaru, Terry Russell, and Ihsan Khan.
Yes.
After that, what are you doing on Sunday?
Well, we've got. I do an amateur show once a year for some friends of mine have a building company, so we've got that, and obviously we've got our show Southern Area. So
you're not taking Sunday off, is what you're saying?
No, I'm going to be working all the way through, early up until late, until the following week. Get the second show out the way at York Hall next week, the Maelstrom, the show with Tony Milch and Matt McCarthy, top of the bill, and after that we're going into hibernation.
It's going to be an energetic blog next Friday, isn't it?
Do you know what? It happens quite often. I get to a point where I'm just like, I'm happy that I'm doing it, but the enjoyment factor is fizzled out a little while ago, and I'm having to keep digging and keep going and get everything in order. And I'm more than just a little bit sick of it by this point, And then when the boxers, inexplicably, because we gave them like maybe 3 or 4 reminders of where to be, what time to be there. You still struggle with it. It's part of the business. You can't evaluate these guys. That little run of fighters you gave me there who are on this show, they're good fighters. They're all worthy of being on TV. They're all guys that will end up, I promise you, will end up fighting for titles. British titles, Commonwealth titles, European. They're in that bracket of guys that can go and do that. World titles even. They can go and do that. But just because they're good at boxing doesn't mean that they're good at timekeeping, at keeping records, all this sort of thing. And it falls on me. That's my job. That's what I put myself up for. My own fault for volunteering.
Final question: would you swap it for anything else?
No way. No way. Definitely no way.
I thought you might say that.
No. I do think about it sometimes. Because I've got other businesses that just earn much better and for much less work, so why?
Yeah.
But no. This is my love. This is my life. This is me till I die. I'll never stop doing it.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I'll never stop doing it. I know I won't. I've spent so much time. Even when I go to my accountants, you get Mickey. When are you gonna forget this boxing thing? It's ridiculous. Never ever. It would kill my soul. I'd have nothing left if I didn't have boxing. That's my whole. It's not my whole life. I've got a wife. I've got a beautiful cat. I've got 2 brothers and a sister. That's my life also. But without boxing, I'd be a shell of myself. I'll probably be a shell of myself.
I was going to say next Friday. We'll see what you look like.
Get this next week out of the way, and then the little bits of me that remain, we can sort of piece it together, put in a little box for recovery.
Cool. Right, Mickey. Thank you.
Cheers, Ellen. Thank you. Nice one. Give us a like, guys. Reward us for our hard work, and subscribe to the blog for sure.